You have been lied to about what it takes to command a room. We are taught that to be magnetic, you have to be the loudest person at the party, the one dancing on tables, or the one telling the best jokes. But if you are an introvert, trying to act like that doesn't just look fake, it drains your social battery in minutes. The truth is, true magnetism isn't about being loud, it is about gravity, and gravity is silent. I have spent years analyzing the most captivating women in history, from quiet movie stars to powerful CEOs, and I discovered that their power didn't come from changing who they were. It came from leaning into their stillness. In this video, I'm going to break down the 3 specific psychological shifts that will turn your quiet nature into your greatest advantage, so you can walk into any room and have people drawn to you without saying a word. The first shift is the one that is by far the most important. Most people, when they feel nervous in social situations, do something called filling the void. They rush to answer questions, they giggle nervously, or they talk faster just to avoid silence. They think silence is awkward. But actually, silence is power. This is what I call the luxurious pause. When you rush to speak, you signal that you are desperate for approval. You are signaling that you are afraid of losing their attention. But when you are comfortable with silence, you signal high status. You signal that you are comfortable taking up space and time. So how do you actually do this without looking weird? The next time someone asks you a question, do not answer immediately. Take a slow breath, hold eye contact for 2 seconds, and then speak. That tiny gap creates a vacuum. It pulls people in. It makes them feel like your words are valuable because you took the time to choose them. Now, once you have mastered the silence, there is one mistake that almost every well-meaning introvert makes that instantly kills their magnetism. We live in a culture of oversharing. We think that to build connection, we have to spill our entire life story the moment we meet someone. We think being an open book makes us relatable. But there is a difference between being relatable and being boring. Magnetism requires mystery. Think about a movie trailer. If the trailer showed you every single plot twist, would you still pay to see the movie? No. You go because you want to find out what happens. You need to treat your life like a movie trailer, not a Wikipedia page. This is the iceberg method. When someone asks you what you do or about your hobbies, keep your answer simple. Be warm, be kind, but hold 10% back. Give them just enough to be interested, but let them work a little bit to uncover the rest. When you don't hand over every detail of your life on a silver platter, people become detectives. They lean in. They ask more questions. They become addicted to figuring you out. This final shift is perhaps the most disregarded step of them all, and yet it is the one that drives the deepest emotional obsession in others. As introverts, we often get anxiety thinking, what do I say next? What if I run out of things to talk about? But the most magnetic person in the room isn't the one who is interesting. It is the one who is interested. This is called Sherlock attention. Most people are not listening. They are just waiting for their turn to speak. If you can be the one person who actually listens, and I mean truly listens, you become a rare commodity. How do you do this effectively? Stop trying to think of your next witty anecdote. Instead, visualize a spotlight. When you are talking, the spotlight is on you. But the moment you stop, imagine physically turning that spotlight onto them. Watch their face. Watch their body language. Ask a question that proves you were listening to the specific word they just used. When you give someone your full, undistracted focus, you give them a biological hit of dopamine. They will leave the conversation thinking you are the most fascinating person they have ever met, even if you barely spoke about yourself. You do not need to become an extrovert to be magnetic. Your depth is your power. Your silence is your allure.